Hi, everybody. So, my name is Monica, and I decided to document my decision for a double mastectomy. So, my mom was diagnosed with cancer, breast cancer, 2 months ago, and this is not the first time that she was diagnosed with cancer. This is her second time. The first one was about almost 20 years ago. And then another decision was my best friend's mom was also diagnosed with cancer, and this time it's bilateral breast for the second time as well. So I thought that, with my family history with my mom, my grandmother, my great grandmother, and then I have other family history of cancer. My dad had cancer. My uncle, I decided that I thought it would be important to prevent, having breast cancer, or at least lessen my chances of getting breast cancer. So I decided to do a double mastectomy, but it's going to be done in 3 steps. The first step is going to be a breast reduction. My breasts were pretty big. I was at size F, and 42F because I had gained some weight and I lost weight. So now I am a double to a triple D and 36. So we're gonna reduce the breast tomorrow and lift them a little bit. Since I lost weight, they did drop a little bit, and like normal, as I age, they also drop. So I decided, the doctor said, let's do this in 3 steps, and I said, fine. I think whatever is best is what I will do. So tomorrow it's going to be a breast reduction with a lift and a nipple reposition. When they reduce your breast, they reposition your nipples because obviously you're losing a lot of breast. So, considering they're still pretty large, I think that once I do have the breast reconstruction, I will do them a little large because I did like them like that. But we'll see. So tomorrow is going to be the breast reduction with the lift and the nipple reposition, and then in about in about 12 weeks, we're going to do the complete double mastectomy, and they're going to enter a tissue expander. So a tissue expander is going to be wrapped in some material. I have to figure out what it was again. I can't remember. And they'll be put in. She said, because I have some skin, because my boobs are going to be still there, they're going to be able to add some of the saline to the tissue expander, so it won't go completely flat like some people do. But we're going to start with that, and then they're going to inject saline the first time and 2 weeks after the surgery, and then I have to find out if it's every week or every 2 to 3 weeks. And then after that, they're going to remove the tissue expanders, and we're going to do the silicone. So it's probably going to be a gel silicone. Um, the tissues expanders are pretty interesting because the way they put them in, they have a magnet, and then they find a magnet area where to. It's like a port. If you've ever had a port for a cancer, it's kind of the same thing, except for they have the port and you inject the saline through there, and then you make them bigger and bigger until you achieve the size that you like. So this is going to be a very interesting and painful, probably, um, situation. But you know what? My chances of getting breast cancer are going to reduce to almost none. So I think it's like 5% that I'll have to get breast cancer since they're taking everything out. So that was the best choice for me. Everybody has different choices and different situations, but I think that if I reduce my chances and not get breast cancer, to me, that's the best choice. So it's going to be painful. Yes, it's going to be prosthetics, but you know what? It's better to save my life now, because with my boobs, the way they are heavy, they're already very fibrous. They have a lot of nodules. So every month I feel all these things, and I'm always thinking, oh my God, is it breast cancer? Those are harder to detect. If you look them, I did a mammogram and I did an MRI prior to this decision. And if you look at them, I mean, there's so many nodules and stuff that detecting breast cancer for self-detection when you do your own breast exams, it's a lot harder. Of course, mammograms and MRIs can detect it, but you know what? My mom was lucky both times that she had the breast cancer. She found it on stage 1, and that's lucky, and that's because she pays attention, and her breasts were not as big or as nodular, as nodular than mine. So she was very lucky, and thanks to that. But we have other friends, and I know other people who have lost their life to breast cancer or found it so late that they have to continue ongoing treatment. And that's not what I want to go through. So I decided that it was the right thing to do is take the one step and get rid of my breast. So if you have any questions, just jot them down below. I'll be answer to I'll be happy to answer any questions or anything that you suggest. I just think that this was the best choice for me, and I think that it's something to consider. I probably never would have thought about it if my mom didn't have breast cancer for the second time. I thought about it years ago, but never really was pushing it. But with my mom having breast cancer 2 times, and then my best friend's mom, like 2 months later, getting diagnosed with breast cancer for the second time, I thought it was the best choice. Well, thank you, and follow me in my journey. Thank you.